The Mercedes-Benz GLS is one of our best of 2020. Joining me today remotely to accept the award is Mr. Martin Schwenk, the MD of Mercedes-Benz India. Martin, I'm sorry that you cannot be here in person, but thank you for joining me remotely today. I have your car on one side and your trophy on the other side. So I'm well taken care of, but I look forward to seeing you in person sometime soon. Congratulations and welcome once again.
Thank you very much, Dhruv. Yeah, we're very honored to be received now and receiving the award for this car. Yeah, so thanks a lot for having me.
And you know, the GLS for us, it represents a big shift in Mercedes as a brand that we've been seeing for a number of years in terms of styling, in terms of technology, in terms of driving dynamics. And it's sort of epitomized that shift. As an outsider, that's how we've viewed it, and it's an incredible machine. As an insider, how have you seen that transition play out over the last few years?
Well, let me say it like this. I've been personally a long-time fan of the GLS and also a long-time driver. I worked for a couple of years in the US, actually, in the factory where we built the GL and then subsequently the GLS. I've seen it from generation to generation developing not only in getting, say, more prominent, but also getting more comfortable and getting closer and closer to the aspiration when we say the S-Class of SUVs. And I think with this GLS, we have really achieved that. A very, how can I say, strong personality at the same time, a very comfortable car, be it you drive it yourself or be it you've been driven.
So you raise an important point, the S-Class of SUVs. And for a country like India, it literally is an S-Class that you can take anywhere, whether it's off the beaten path or even sometimes our roads in our cities which feel like you're off the beaten path. With that in mind, what is the sales split in India, the S-Class versus the GLS?
Well, I think right now we have a very strong run on the GLS, and the GLS has, because of its novelty, and the characteristics, has gained a lot of audience. So we sell higher numbers on the GLS that at the moment than we sell on the S-Class. But you know, this is sometimes also related to life cycle, and we have here a car at the very early stages of the life cycle. So let's see how that develops, but I'm very confident that the GLS will be able to remain one of our best-selling SUVs.
And speaking of the S-Class, because the new one is hopefully just around the corner, is there a time frame that you have in mind as to when the new S-Class will hit Indian shores?
Well, to India it will only come next year in course of the couple of months. It will still take a couple of months till we come with the S-Class here to India. We have to prepare then also our production, so a little bit of patience is necessary. It's not imminent as such for us already.
And it's a busy day for you today because you're launching the AMG model that has been assembled in India. How difficult was that to do versus the assembly of a more mainstream model?
I would think for us, we have a very flexible production line and a very flexible people set up here in Pune. So for us to integrate an AMG model is not a major challenge. At the end, we just have to make sure that we give the specifics of the AMG to the car, but overall it is still a very normal assembly operation. I'm very proud of the competent team we have here in Pune, so that is not really a major issue. For us, definitely it's a major issue to have an AMG being built locally, because that also demonstrates at the same time how confident we are that the volumes for AMGs are good enough to actually have local production, and it enables us to offer now to a wider audience at a better price point a performance car with the AMG GLC 43.
And at the other end of the spectrum is the EQC, which you've introduced recently. How has that been received, and what's the future of Mercedes EVs in a market like India?
The EQC was very well received. We had a lot of pre-orders already, and now we have already delivered the first cars to customers. We see clearly that there is a growing demand with customers who get more and more conscious about the environment, who want to also look into their own footprint in CO2 matters and in, say, generally speaking, in terms of sustainable approach to their lifestyle. So we see quite a big interest in the car, and obviously we are also leveraging the fact that we are the first and so far only manufacturer offering completely a luxury electric vehicle at present.
And on the whole, with the pandemic, it's been a challenging year, but it's kind of interesting because we've recently seen some fairly good sales numbers. Is that an aberration, and what do you expect for the next few months and going into 2021?
Well, I mean, let me say first, we are satisfied, or actually a little bit more than satisfied, I should say happy with how the last couple of months developed. Every month we could come back from July onwards with more than 25% month-over-month growth, and month by month by month. And now even looking into our October numbers, very good numbers, I feel. Of course, what has helped us is on the one hand the festive season, but on the other hand our strong the different product launches you mentioned already, from a GLE, which was before GLS, EQC, a lot of dynamics that created in the entire SUV portfolio, and we have gained quite a bit of momentum. Is that now something which is temporary? I think we are back on road to recovery. That's true for the entire auto industry. I think the entire situation in the country is improving with the COVID situation getting a little bit better, and specifically since May we could continuously open more and more the businesses, and that's true for our own business with our dealerships being operational now all for a couple of months again without major disruptions. At the same time, it's true for a lot of our customers. A lot of them are business owners, and they are also seeing a more positive sign out of the overall economic climate, and that definitely helps us also in going forward now in our sales numbers. So I would think we have had on the one hand a little bit of pent-up demand, but on the other hand we have strong products, and we have seen generally seeing the business sentiment improving. So I think if that continues, I think we should be maybe not in the best position, because obviously still we are not in a completely normal situation. But I would think we have then stabilized on a much more better way than we might have even worried a couple of months ago.
Well, that's good to hear, and that's encouraging, and I hope it stays positive. From a model lineup, what's next from Mercedes?
Well, obviously, we spoke about what's happening today, and then our next big move will then be our A limousine and the GLA, which was delayed now because of the COVID situation and the support we needed for local production. So that's what's coming next, but that will happen then early next year.
Okay. Well, thank you very much, Martin. Congratulations once again. Have a good day today, and thank you for joining us.
Yeah, thank you very much, and thanks for the award. I truly think a car that has well deserved it. Thank you.
Thank you.